Hello and welcome to Sunday Preview Rundown. This week, a double feature with a little extra cherry on top. Hashut and Enforcers.
I'm going to call this one a hell of a week.
Hell, because it's Helsmiths and Helmwar.
Smith and you know what? I didn't even think about the Helmwar. But yeah.
There we go. All right, so first off, and probably the biggest for most people, the Helsmiths of Hashut Army set. So we've seen this already. Nothing is new here. I don't know if we've seen that cover yet. Oh, you know what we had, because it was in some of the Warcom articles.
Oh, yeah.
This week. Great looking cover. We talked at length about these models. I will be curious to see how well this sells, because, and we've talked about this before with army boxes, perceived value versus real value has a significant factor in making people want to buy these.
Yes, it
and
does.
this army box looks small.
Yeah, it reminds me. Oh, there was another one that we talked about that.
It was actually, we're going to see it later.
Oh.
It was the Snarlfangs box.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I do remember that now, where it was. Yeah, 'cause this is only, what, 20-something models? Like 23 models? I don't know. I can't math.
Right. Like, the Gets box was only, 10 models? And yeah, if you add up the value of those kits, it was still a good deal, because it was like $300 worth of kits for $200. But it looks small and ended up selling really poorly.
Yeah.
Now, the flip side of that is that this is a new army and a new long-awaited army.
Yes. Being hinted at for a long time. Gorgeous, brand new models. I mean, I know the Gloomspite was new models as well, but I think this one's gonna sell better than Gloomspite, but probably less than most other of the army boxes.
I'm actually going to guess that this completely sells out.
Oh, yeah?
This is going to be... I'm going to guess that if you want this, take steps to get pre-orders in. I think this is going to be on Obtainium, unless they really produce the heck out of it.
I mean, it's possible. Like the
It's the only way to get the Battle Tome.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, this is an early release for a new faction, so
Yeah. Early release, new faction, highly awaited faction. All really nice sculpts, even if it is small value. Yeah, I think this is going to sell like hotcakes.
fair enough. And yeah, I'm inclined to agree. I want it to sell really well, because despite being dwarves, these are cool. I love when they come out with new stuff. I'm just thinking it's more likely to be a good seller, but not sell out.
Well, I guess we'll have to find out.
We will.
You can see some of the pictures here. None of these are new. We've seen all of these before. They all look fantastic. My favorite is the Big Bull, of course. I might maybe one of those will come out, and then I can finally use it as a brazen bull for Sultanate.
That would be very cool.
And Trench Crusade, because I have not found a bull model I liked for that yet.
Yeah, and this one does look very cool. I don't know if I like the Dr. Robotnik on his belt.
Ah, gosh dang it, I didn't see that until you pointed it out.
Yeah,
you
the
know,
only part I don't really care about.
I don't see Eggman because he doesn't have the glasses.
Fair.
But that could be fixed with some green stuff.
Put glasses
And
on
now I
his
want to
belt
paint this
buckle.
guy in. This is an Eggman robot. The cut content from Sonic 06, the bad one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so these look fantastic. We talked about these a lot, so we won't spend too much time on this. We talked about how this is kind of the opposite of Lumineth Realm Lords, where they really tried something new with those when they brought High Elves back. And by contrast, the Chaos Dwarves, the Helsmiths of Hashut, seem like a really safe choice.
Yes, they are very, very reminiscent of their old stuff, just updated, rather than Realm Lords, which was like, hey, look at all this cool new stuff, and here's all this new lore and this giant cow. This is like
Vibes of High Elves.
Yes.
But updated for Age of Sigmar. This just feels like Chaos Dwarves. But, all of these kits are new. None of them are exactly one-to-one.
True.
So still got to give them some credit.
Yeah.
All right, and then staying in Age of Sigmar, but moving into the other two of the other three Grand Alliances, Spearhead Death Rattle Tomb Host.
Yeah, is this a brand new? Because I know when when Death Rattle came out, the old Spearhead came out, it was just kind of a new updated skeleton Spearhead.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing, but with the new skeletons. This is entirely new.
Yep. It's a 2 units to the 10 Death Rattle skeletons, which have apparently been updated to be better to put together because they did suck.
Yeah.
10 Barrow Guard, aka the new Grave Guard, and 5 Barrow Knights, basically the new Black Knights, led by a new White King. So I think we're finally getting Bone Spearhead of all the new models with no leftovers.
The guy in front, the White King is not new. He is one of the oldest models in the faction.
Oh, wait, really? That's not the new plastic one?
Nope. They're the new plastic one is on Steed. This is the foot one.
Oh, right. I forgot they didn't give us a new foot one.
This one still comes with a square base that you have to trim down for the round base.
Well, never mind. What the heck, GW?
The rest of this is
You couldn't have given us that guy on the White King on Steed, really?
apparently not.
Anyway. Looks are fine. I don't know the rules.
Yeah, I actually haven't looked into their rules either, but if this tells me anything, it is slow, reanimates a lot. The Graveguard probably hit pretty hard, but the rest of it's probably kind of noodly.
Yeah, makes sense. And then basically, hey, remember the remember the box we got
Yeah,
that
the one
was that we didn't like?
Just talked about.
Yeah, this is that.
Yep.
Except swap out the hero for a unit of it's Ripa's Snarl pack.
Mm-hmm.
So, but that's now called a Snarl Boss and his Wolfgit retinue.
Yeah. This
really highlights how not great value that other box was, because this is fine as a spearhead. This is not fine as an army box.
Yeah, I agree. It definitely should have had more for the army box. Where, yeah, this really exemplifies how kind of sad that box was.
But I like this one. This will probably be really fast, really squishy, but hit really hard.
Oh yeah, extremely fast. This is like the corn one, with what's his name? The dogs.
Pounds of Judgment.
Yeah, Hounds of Judgment, where it was just like all speed, all
Karnak,
damage.
that's it, Karnak.
Yeah, Karnak. All speed, all damage, no defense.
Right. And I'm not a big goblin player, but the wolf riding goblins are my favorite of the goblins.
I agree.
So if I was going to get into destruction, this would probably be the way I did it.
Interesting.
All right, changing gears on your wolf. You know, they're all stick shift. Because that's why they all have spears. You got to put it in the head of the wolf and go... Shifting gears to the 41st millennium with things near and dear to my heart, the thing that actually threatens my wallet for this week, Bastions of Law. It's the Enforcer's release. The whole dang thing, which I'm actually a little surprised at.
Yeah, me
I thought
too.
they were going to parcel this out, and they're not.
Good.
So we got Bastions of Law, the new book. This is going to make them a full house of book. So far, we're 50-50 on big upgrade versus thematic upgrade, but rules.
Yeah, agreed.
Because the Squats book was just all around banger.
Mm-hmm.
Most Squat players really like the Squats book. I know there were some people who a few things were removed, but in general, it just kind of codified all the rules, made them feel like a really fleshed out gang.
Yep.
Whereas the Ash Wastes book, the Nomads book, made them feel like a fleshed out gang, but also just the restrictions they had on interacting with some mechanics, particularly in the weapons and trading posts, was actually a pretty serious nerf to their power.
Yeah, a severe reduction to the amount of weapons they could have, and a little bit of increase to their rules. Like, they got a lot more of the spirits, but
Yes.
that was basically it. But yeah, hopefully this is more in line with, especially since this is an older gang, or two if you think about it. I would hope this is more in line with Squats.
If I had to put money on it, I would bet that too.
Yeah.
The only danger is that they could do kind of some trading post restrictions, because that's something historically the Enforcers did kind of have.
That's true. When they originally came out. And then they had to errata that they could have access to the trading post.
I would be shocked if that was still in place in the same way. They might have restrictions, but I'm going to bet you can still go out and buy stuff.
Yeah.
And they have also confirmed that Bad Zone Enforcers are still a thing.
Which is also surprising, because I thought they would just, meld them into one.
But apparently they haven't, and so they might have different rules. The Palanite drill skills, I hope they change some of those, because most of them are bad. Enforcer prefectures, those are going to be your sub-gangs, your sub-factions.
Ooh, that's cool.
Which we've never, or I'm guessing that's what it's going to be. That's going to be finally some actual additional rules for Enforcers, which we've never had before.
That's crazy.
Kind of like we got for Nomads and we got for Squats. So I'm actually really looking forward to this.
Yeah, this might actually push me into getting an Enforcers gang.
I already have one, and this will probably push me to ordering the stuff we're about to talk about to make it better. Speaking of which, Palanite Enforcer Captains and Sergeants. So this is actually kind of challenging for me, because I already have Enforcer Captains and Sergeants built out of the main box.
Yeah.
So now I got to redo it.
Yeah, but you don't have those doggos.
I do. They're just, I have one, and it's in Forge World
You
Resin.
don't have those doggos.
That is correct. More doggos, more captains. I talked about how I don't like the dusters under the armor thing. That's not how a duster works. You put the duster on over everything else. But either way, these are still really cool sculpts. You've got enforcer captains and sergeants. So this is kind of weird. This is your entire champions box.
Yeah, it's a little strange that they would do that, whereas like basically every other gang is build the champions out of the regular stuff.
Right. And you know what? To be very honest, this is probably one of the boxes you need least for any gang.
Yeah, true.
Because you can still do that very easily.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing that they're not going to have any new equipment options. I mean, I guess they will have new equipment options. Like he's got a plasma pistol here. That was previously not something that could have grabbed.
Mm-hmm.
There's some other things here. So maybe that might make it easier. We'll review it when it comes out.
Yep. Oh, trust me, we'll review it.
The fact there's also a subjugator sergeant in here is pretty cool. 2 captains, 2 sergeants, 2 subjugator sergeants, and 2 hardcase cyber mastiffs. So speaking of subjugators, which I know is a weird segue, Paladin enforcer weapons and upgrades. So the reason I say that's a segue is because at the very bottom here it says this weapons are compatible with the Palanites Enforcer Patrol and the Palanites Enforcer Captains and Sergeants kits, but they are not designed for use with the Subjugator Patrol.
That's really weird.
I wonder. But here's the thing. There's shields and a bunch of the Subjugator weapons in here.
Huh.
Could they be doing away with the other Subjugator kit?
That's possible. That's really strange, because aren't the subjugators like specifically known for their shields?
Yes, but now you have other shields.
Huh. That's curious.
Yeah, we'll have to see what happens with that. I could see them going either way.
Now, I haven't built those. Like, I don't know, maybe the arms are like different.
They are. They're very different.
Okay.
They're very different.
So maybe that's the thing, is that like they're going to have another one that's similar but has the right arms. I don't know why they just wouldn't put it all in here. There's so many arms in this box.
Yeah. I've never, and that's one thing I don't like about the Enforcers kits is the way the arms are completely separate from all the weapons. They're kind of a pain to match.
Oh, yeah.
But this does look like a great kit. I'd like to point out the presence of flamethrowers and giant combat knives, 2 things I definitely associate with law enforcement.
Yep.
And then, speaking of Forge World, probably the kit I'm actually the most excited for.
These models are sick.
The Palanites Enforcer Hoths. I love how, especially on the one on the right, you know that one information merchant? He has the same kind of helmet.
Yeah.
I like that there's this like cohesive design language between people, even when they're completely on opposite sides of the law.
Mm-hmm.
Like the tech is the tech. I love when they do that, and these just look fantastic models. I'm excited for that reason. I'm excited just to throw some more cool psychers. Psy Render. So use their gifts to control and manipulate foes, and then Bone Crusher sounds like an amazing, fun model.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't know which one I like more. Do I like long brain on the right or wide brain on the left?
I love them both. I love them both too much, which is why it's great that they both come in the same kit, and I don't have to choose.
Right.
Normally, these dual-person kits are what, $50?
About, yeah.
$56 or something like that. So they'll be resin, but Forge World resin nowadays, when it's in these small, newer, humanoid-sized kits, is actually quite nice. It is the equal of almost any other resin out there, unless you get a terrible miscast.
Yeah, I agree.
Which usually you don't on the new ones, so I'm not worried about these being resin.
I even built the what is it? The coalescence for
mouse drain
the mouse drain coalescence, and the named Tyrannid guy from the I know nothing about lore. The named Tyrannid guy from Secundus.
Yeah.
And both those models were great, despite having like really thin options. Like the as long as it's not like large planes.
Yeah.
I say planes as in like
with a
yeah, not airplanes.
The rain in Spain stays mainly on the plane.
Exactly.
Right.
Then the Forge World has been great recently.
I mean, the same thing with Lady Asungar. I put her together. She was wonderful.
Ooh, nice.
The flip side is that the Swadari Stormcaller was a pain in the butt because it's a big model.
That's right.
And then the older ones, like the Chimerex, was one of the worst things I've ever had to assemble. So
yeah, I've actually heard the Chimerex specifically is awful. Anyway.
It is. Speaking of more Forge World, and by the way, this is how you wear a coat over armor. You put it over the armor.
Yeah, these are correct, despite being in the same faction as the
you morons. You know what? That's why these guys got promoted, because they know how to put a jacket on.
Yeah, that's
like the first thing they have you do. You put it on wrong, they send you down to captainhood. Palanite Companions. So these are not actually, well, okay, I should say, these were not actually part of Enforcers. These are I mean, it's a guild that you can, an alliance that you can ally with House Helmwar itself, specifically during the Vaults of Tenemos campaign. You could ally with them, and these are basically the guys that show up and then get added to your gang. And, it's hugely problematic because they don't actually cost any credits, and there's no credit value for them, so it's really difficult to balance.
Yeah.
Anyway, that could change in the new book.
That's true. We don't know. You could also just use these as your captain, which would be sick.
You could, although I don't, they're holding disintegrator guns, and I don't think you can get a disintegrator gun outside of that alliance.
I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, maybe.
It's possible.
Currently, I believe it's the disintegrator gun isn't even in the black market.
No, I don't think it is.
Now, you could just use it as something else besides a disintegrator gun. Although we have, between this and the Horus Heresy, we've seen more disintegrator guns in the last year than we have in 40.
Yeah, true.
These kits look fantastic. My wallet is going to be so screwed because I'm looking at, let me see, 2 plastic kits and 2 forgeable resin kits.
And a book.
And a book. Oh. All right. Last but not least for Forge World today, the Ashwing Hellamites. These are bugs.
Yep, they're big bugs with wings. We've had rules for these for a little bit now, right? Or are these new for the Nomads book?
These were in the Nomads book.
Okay.
These are the pet version, not like the brute version.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking the brute version.
No, the brute version doeson have wings and
Right.
is the crawler. These do have wings. They're the pet version. They can also come with the handler, who is the hanger-on.
Mm-hmm.
They're not very good in game, as we talked about in our book review.
Yeah, a little overcosted.
In our game, I mean, almost every pet in Necromunda is not very good.
Yeah, I agree. And this is the one where you can drop. There's the little thing you drop, and they have to stay
The
near
lure.
the thing rather than.
Yeah,
the
it
lure.
increases their leash to 9 inches instead of by you, 3
Yeah.
inches by you,
Right.
which does go a long way to helping the pets not suck. But you do have to run up with your handler and drop the lure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we talked about these as far as rules wise. However, models wise, great bugs.
Yeah, these bugs look great.
That paint job on the wings is fantastic.
Yeah, I do like the transition from the back of the wing, really really light, to the kind of more fleshy front.
Yeah.
Looks very good.
And then last for Necromunda, cards and dice.
Normal.
I mean, hey, as we talked about in our Getting into Necromunda 2025 video, the fact that there's another set of dice to buy means that, we'll have another month of dice actually being available for you to buy.
That's true.
Because Lord knows they don't keep them up after they stop making their first run.
Also, this one is better than the Squats ones because it has 2 firepower dice rather than 1.
Yeah, I don't get... I still don't understand that.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
And then, staying in the 41st millennium, but going back in time somehow.
Back in time? Back in
Yeah,
time?
because these are older.
These are older, and they should have stayed there. I really don't. As a Space Wolf player, I don't like any of these models. I know that they're going to be metal. They're not going to be fine cast, which is great. I still don't like any of them.
Yeah, so let me see. We've got Iron Priest, Rune Priest, and Terminator armor.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be a 3-pack and stupid expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Wolfguard Standard Bearer.
I don't even know
His
if that's still a
face.
thing.
It's not. These are old.
Yeah.
Njai.
It's
Nyai.
Nyal.
Nyal. Oh, I did say that was an L. Nyal Stormcaller.
Mm-hmm.
Doing that's the old hammer power pose, right?
Yep.
Did they put him on a 25mm base for some stupid reason?
Yeah, he used to be on a 25. I don't know why they still did it.
Yeah, historical accuracy. Lucas the Trickster, the guy who used to kill anything he died in melee combat with, so you could kill Titans with him.
Yeah.
And then Bjorn the Fell-Handed, who's probably the one thing that a lot of people actually want out of this release.
Yes, I agree.
This old metal dreadnought, it has a lot of character. Bjorn the Fell-Handed is a well-known and well-loved character. This is metal, so you could kill somebody with this, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, God, metal dreadnoughts can be used for workouts.
But they are really cool.
They're very cool. When you slap
he's
it
the
down
only
on the
thing-
table and the whole table rumbles.
Yeah, he's the only thing out here that I don't actively dislike.
He is going to be so expensive though, in metal.
Oh, I'm betting $80, you think? Just for him alone?
Yeah, probably 80 or 90.
So these go up to pre-order on next Saturday, the 13th, and they'll be up until the 22nd of September. They'll take 180 business days to arrive.
We will never
not
not bring it
180
up.
days. No, because I'm still mad about them being stippy with us for it.
Yeah,
Put it
that
in your
was-
article, you doofuses.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Anyway, and that's it for the models. We've got some Black Library coming up this week on Warcom. They just talk about more Helsmiths of Hashut coverage, more Palanite coverage, and then quote unquote revealing something rather sharp and mean for 40k. Okay, that's half the flippin'
Sharp
universe.
and mean. I am going to bet Drakari.
Oh yeah, that would track.
It lines up with one of the only things we haven't gotten yet this edition.
Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah, all right. So that is it for this Sunday. I'm safe from the Chorfs, but I am devastated financially by the Enforcers.
Yep, the Enforcers. Like I said, we're gonna review the book, and it might make me actually buy the faction. I've thought about it for a little while. I even already have some vehicles that I'm like, this would be a really cool like police vehicle. But yeah, these guys, all the new models look sick. If the rules are good enough, there goes another gang.
Yep. Well, I got to collect them all. That's how Necromunda works.
It's true.
So let us know below in the comments what you are excited for this Sunday, if anything. Are you financially safe, or are you just devastated? Pour one out for friend of the show, Kevin,
Yep.
and editor Cody, who has had to buy like the last 3 factions.
Yep. Hey, I've been there.
Yeah, that was you earlier. Meanwhile, I'm sitting over here pretty.
It's true. You just had to buy a dragon.
Yeah, and I used my saved up store credit for that one, so haha.
Nice.
Let us know below what you're excited for. Check out our new Discord server linked below as well, where we actually held a poll for this, and Helsmiths of Hashut did win that poll.
Mm-hmm.
So we called it, anyway, is what we're saying. Although some people did call that it was going to be both, and I guess they were the two winners.
That's especially good.
No one guessed 40k Codex, and I guess they were all right.
Yeah.
That's it from this Sunday. We will talk to you next time.
Bye-bye.